Okay, now start reading, beta, and I will be explaining it. Start reading, please.
Adolescence and puberty. Number A. Adolescence, the period of life between 11 years and 19 years when the body undergoes changes leading to reproductive maturity is called
Maturity,
adolescence.
adolescence. Say with me again.
Maturity is
Adolescence.
called adolescence. Between
Yes.
the ages of 11 years and 19 years, children are called adolescents. During this period, adolescents are called teenagers.
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 Okay. Yeah, fine. So I hope you have understood a bit your life right now. The stage of your life right now is adolescent. Do you agree with me?
Yes, ma'am.
You are in adolescent period, right? So what are you called, beta? Adolescents and or teenagers. So how I will call you people? Either adolescent or teenagers. Because you're heading on to, you're moving towards becoming an adult. What do you say? You are
Yes,
going to
ma'am.
become an adult now. You are hardly 12 or 13 years old. So you're already into puberty. You're already into adolescent period. I hope you agree with me.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So this life, see, life is a change. Life is a change. A baby is delivered, tiny toddler, then child. Yes. Then you get into this adolescent period. Then you will become youth or young people. Then we grow old, and then we die. This is the stage of life. Not a single day is same. Not a single stage of life is same, isn't it? It keeps on changing. So what we have to learn that whatever is happening to our body, whatever change is happening to our body, we have to adjust to the change. We have to adapt to it. We have to have a control over the changes which is happening in our body. Am I right? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Am I right? Whatever I said, am I right? That we should have a control of our body.
Yes, ma'am.
Whatever changes is happening inside our body or in the environment or outside our body, we should be in command. We should have a control over ourselves. Don't you think so?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes? Okay. So I hope now you understand what is adolescent. So now you people, the whole age standard, girls as well as boys, you come under puberty period or you are called as adolescents or teenagers. Okay? Now let's see
Yes,
what
ma'am.
is puberty. Say better.
Puberty. During adolescence, the body undergoes several changes and becomes capable of reproduction. These changes are the beginning of puberty.
So now you can find the changes in your body. Yes or no? You
Yes,
can
ma'am.
find changes in your body. So several changes are there. We are going to learn everything in detail. And now your body is ready to reproduce. Your body is set, it's ready for reproduction. That is called as puberty. When the changes happens in a body, these are all puberty changes happens in a body. The changes which is happening is starting of puberty. So we are already in the puberty stage. Any problem?
No.
So what are the changes during puberty? Let's see one by one. Yes, better.
Changes during puberty. The important changes taking place during puberty are number 1, increase in height. Number 2, change in body shape. Number 3, voice change. Number 4, increased activity of sweat and sebaceous glands. Number
Sebaceous.
Sebaceous glands. Number 5, development of sex organs. Number 6, reaching
Fourth of it.
mental
Yes, number six. Right, you're right. Reaching mental.
reaching mental, intellectual and emotional maturity.
Good. Fine. Now we'll do. Now tell me you agree with me or not. Whatever the points are, do you agree? Increase in height. Do you find that?
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. Change in body shape.
Yes, ma'am.
Voice change.
Yeah. No,
Yes,
Abhinav.
because it was childish earlier. Now it is not. It is becoming a bit rough, a bit heavy voice. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
But when you were a child, it was sharp, but now it has become heavy. Then sweat and sebaceous glands. You sweat out a lot, and whenever you touch your face, you feel it is oily. Have you ever observed that?
No.
No. Are you sweating? See, usually child don't sweat, but when they grow, they start sweating. I hope you know what is called sweating,
Ma'am,
beta.
now, yes, ma'am. Perso. Ma'am,
Yes.
sometimes I get sweat.
Yeah, yes. So that means it's a change. It's happening now. The change is happening now. And
Yes.
sebaceous glands is under the skin. The sweat gland and the oily gland, they are under the skin. And that's the reason that we get pimples on our faces. Remember that? The sebaceous glands, it triggers the formation of pimples on the face. Okay? So you feel oily, that when you touch your face, you feel a bit oily texture. That is due to sebaceous glands. Okay. The next one is development of sex organs. Okay, so sex organs, there's a change in sex organs and it grows, it develops, and
Ma'am,
you
sex
become
organs means.
the testes, the penis in boys, and among girls is ovaries. Do you understand now? I think I taught you
Yes, ma'am.
better in the last lecture. I taught you everything. Now that
Ma'am,
is
I was not
sex
present.
organ. You were not present. Oh, that's why you're finding it difficult. Doesn't matter. I will be relating to you. Don't worry. The way of your thinking, the mental status of yours is also changed. Also, intellectual, how intelligent you are becoming, and emotional. Sometimes you feel like crying, sometimes you feel like, revolting, sometimes you get irritated for no reason, you get frustrated, you become confused. Am I right or no? Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
These are the things. Even I also felt the same. Everybody feels the same better. But this is a part of our life. So never get, what should I say? Cowed down. Never get, what do you call this? Underestimate yourself. Have a control. You have to be strong. Control over your body. Control over your feelings. Okay? Don't get scared. What is happening to my body?
Yes.
Some people get scared. So don't ever get scared. This is a part of our life. Okay? So you become a mature, you become, you start thinking. You don't feel like mixing with people. You want to think, rethink. It's like why you did this, you should have done that, unnecessary thinking you people do. So don't allow it to happen. Now we will do one by one. The first one was increase in height. Remember? See, there it is.
Yes, ma'am.
Increase in height. Now here we will do the detailing. What happens among boys? So we are actually comparing the boys and girls features. Okay?
Number A, increase in height. By the age of 11, a boy reaches about 80% of its height and a girl reaches about 88% of her height. Initially, girls grow faster than boys. By about 18 years of age, both boys and girls reach their maximum height. Generally, the height is similar to the parents because it depends on the
Genes. Genes, beta.
genes inherited
Inherited.
from the parents.
Fine.
From the parents.
Okay. Now, when you had reached, I think now you're 12 or 13, am I right? How old are you? Hello,
I'm
how old
12
are
years
you?
old.
12 years. So, age standard generally 12 or 13. So, you're already into adolescent period. You agree with me?
Yes, ma'am.
So, when you had reached 11, and the onset of puberty takes place at around 11 years old. After 11, the puberty starts. So, when you reach 11, you have already got 80% of your height. How tall you are? That 20% will be between this stage now, the adolescent period stage. The 20% you will gain now. The height that you have gained is already before 11 years old. You understood now? So you got already
Yes, ma'am.
80% of your height. Now 20% remaining will be gained during this adolescent period. Whereas in girls, 88% of height is reached by the year 11, by the age 11, and 12% will be attained when they are in the puberty period. So it shows that the girls grow faster than boys. Okay?
Yes,
But when you become 18, when you will become 18, you will get your maximum height. That 12% of your, or the 12 or the 20% of your height, boys, you people, 20% of height, when you become 18, you will get the 20% of your height. You understood now? Now, this
yes,
height is actually not by the food or by uh, what you eat, no, or by the environment. It depends upon the genes. I again told you the chromosome and the genes, the inherited characters. Remember, I had explained to you that whatever characters you get it from your parents, your papa is tall, so you will be also tall. Don't you think so? So that character comes from your
yes,
parents. So that is the gene, the genetic character, which is delivered by the parent to the offspring, to the babies. Is it clear? So it depends upon the genes from the parents. Any problem? Hello? Any problem
no,
regarding
ma'am.
increase in height? Fine. Now you're finding it easy?
Ma'am, your
Hmm?
voice is cutting.
Hello? Okay, now?
Yes, ma'am. Now it is
Coming,
clear.
Ananya.
Now is it okay? Okay,
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
okay. Fine. The second one is change in, thank you. The next one is change in body shape. Please
B.
continue.
Change in body shape. During puberty, boys have broader shoulders and wider chest due to faster growth of muscles. In girls, the breast begins to develop and the region below the waist becomes wider.
Wider, very good. Now, this phase that again and again I will not keep on repeating. We are under, not we miss, not me, you people are under puberty. Yes or no? So now, what is the
Yes.
change that's going to happen to your body? Let's see. The first one is among boys, you will develop broad shoulders and wider chest. Why? Because muscles grow faster in boys as compared to girls. You understand? Muscles grow faster in boys as compared to girls. I
Yes.
hope you have understood this. Okay? Whereas in girls, the breast starts developing, and below the waist, the hips portion, the hip becomes broader. Now, you may be answering that, or you may be asking, why broader? The body is getting ready for the delivery of the baby when she becomes a woman. Is it understandable?
Yes.
You understand? It's nature. We have not made our body. Have we made our body better?
No.
It's nature. The size, shape of body is for reason. It's got reason why it is like that. So the reason I said why the waist, where the region below the waist, that is the hip portion is wider because it helps in the delivery of the baby. You understand now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. The next one is voice change. Let's see what it is. Yes, say.
Number C. Voice change. During puberty in boys, the voice box larynx
What is larynx? What is the name of voice
larynx
box? Larynx.
larynx becomes larger and it's seen as a swelling in the throat called Adam's apple, and
Throat.
their
It is
throat
throat.
called Adam's apple, and their
Hmm.
voice becomes deep and hoarse.
Horse.
In girls, the voice box is smaller and their voice is high pitched. Later, their voice becomes normal.
So this change, I think you can see that you are in puberty, the voice box, that is larynx, you touch your throat, you touch your throat better and speak, you will get a vibration. Just touch your throat. That is larynx.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. And when you grow, you must have seen your papa or your brother, elder brother. The throat portion has come out. Just observe.
Yes, ma'am.
That is Adam's apple. What it is, better?
Adam's apple.
Yeah. And when the Adam's apple becomes developed, the voice becomes deep, heavy, and rough. Got my point? The changes automatically. Now this
Yes, ma'am.
is regarding boys. Now regarding girls, the voice box is smaller as compared to boys. In girls, the voice box is quite small, and they scream. They can scream very nicely, isn't it? Because they've got a high-pitched voice, very
Yes.
fine, very shrill voice they have because it's high-pitched. And afterwards, when they start becoming adult, their voice becomes quite normal. वो जिसको हम बोलते हैं तीखी आवाज वो नॉर्मल हो जाती है बाद में ठीक है I hope all of you eighth standard all of you have understood regarding these two three points. The first point was what beta? The first point was
Increase in
increase in
height,
height. Second point was change in body
change in
shape.
body
Third
shape,
is
and third, voice
voice
change.
change. Yeah, voice change. Now we will talk about the sweat and
Increase
sebaceous
activity
glands.
of sweat and sebaceous glands.
Sebaceous glands.
Sebaceous glands.
Yes, read.
During puberty, the secretions of the sweat and sebaceous glands, oil glands, increases, and many teens get acne and pimples on their face.
Hmm. Fine. So the phase that you are in, the sweat gland starts activated. It gets activated, and for whenever you work out or you run, or if you're feeling hot, suddenly you start perspiring. That sweat glands
Yes,
gets
ma'am.
activated. Yes. Along with it, even sebaceous glands, otherwise known as oil glands, the production increases, which is under the skin. Both the glands, sweat glands and sebaceous glands, are under the skin. They start increasing, and many teenagers you can see they get these pimples and acne. You know those blackheads, acne, and pimples. You can see many people have got on cheek, some on forehead, some on the nose, some on the neck. So they start having these pimples on the face and neck. Is it clear? Because of the activation of sebaceous
Yes, ma'am.
glands during puberty. Now we come to development of sex organs. Yes, start.
Development of sex organs. During puberty in boys, the testes and penis develops completely and produces sperms.
Hmm.
In girls, the ovaries develop completely and produces eggs.
So what happens in boys? The testes and the penis develops completely. That means there's no more development required, and they start producing sperms. The testes, testes produce sperms. Always remember that. Whereas in girls, the ovaries completely develop and it starts producing eggs. But they are not mature. Huh? Remember that they are not mature. Who will make it mature? We will come to know later. Have you understood this point?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. It's the same thing. And we just do it for revision part. We'll do it only for revision part. Read it better.
Change in body shape. Boys. The shoulders become broader and the chest becomes wider. The muscles of the body grow prominently.
See, you can see this, right? Then
Girls.
girls.
The region below the waist becomes wider. The muscles of the body do not grow prominently.
So if I say the boys they have got muscular body and the girls they have got a fleshy body. Am I right? Am I right? They have got more flesh.
Yes, ma'am.
Whereas boys they have got more muscles, isn't it? Now that is happening automatically. You're not doing anything. Are you doing anything to make it muscles? No, it
No.
is happening automatically, naturally. You
Yes,
understand?
ma'am.
We are not doing
Yes, ma'am.
anything to our body. It is happening due to what? I will let you know. Again, same thing.
Voice change.
Yes, voice change. Say.
At
It's just for
puberty, the
revision's
voice
sake.
box or
I've kept it
the
for revision's sake, okay?
yes, ma'am. Ma'am, what is the word or the
Larynx.
larynx? Or the larynx begins to grow. Boys.
So if I say larynx, you should understand I'm talking about voice box. If I
Yes,
say
ma'am.
voice box, then it is larynx. So both are synonymous.
Yes, ma'am. Boys. Boys develop larger voice box. Boys have a deep and hoarse voice. The larynx is visible clearly.
So that larynx is Adam's apple. You've understood now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Girls.
Girls. The larynx is hardly visible from the outside. Girls have a high pitched voice.
Okay, so that means they can scream nicely. They can shout nicely, isn't it? Now I'm going to
Yes.
show you what it is. Yes, read.
Adam's apple. The growing voice box can be seen as a protruding part of the throat called Adam's apple.
Okay, now see how it looks like. This is it. Got it? This is the Adam's apple.
Yes,
Okay? This is the Adam's apple. Can you see this? This portion.
yes,
It is coming out. The neck is like a V, triangle.
yes, ma'am.
Again, revision part, increase the activity of sweat and sebaceous glands. Read.
Increased activity of sweat and sebaceous glands. The secretion of sweat glands and
Sweat,
sebaceous
sweat. It's
glands,
not sweet. It is sweat.
sweat glands and sebaceous glands, oil glands increases. Many young people get acne and pimples
Acne.
on the face,
Say it
acne
again.
and
Acne.
acne and pimples on the face at this time because of the increased activity of these glands in the skin.
So understood? So you will see many people are getting acne or pimples because the glands have got activated. The sebaceous glands and the sweat glands have become activated under the skin. They're very significant, they're very prominent. They have become functional. It was present when you were children, when you were a child. It was already present, but it was not activated.
Yes, ma'am.
When you go into puberty, all these glands gets activated. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Glands. Sweat and sebaceous glands.
Sweat,
These
beta, it is not
glands,
sweet. Sweat.
sweat and sebaceous glands. These glands release their secretions through ducts,
Now, what is called ducts? It's like pockets. It's like pockets,
pockets.
pouches, cavities. These are called as ducts. So they release the secretion. Secretion is production through ducts. Okay. What are endocrine glands?
Endocrine glands. These glands release hormones directly in the bloodstream, so they are also termed ductless glands.
Fine. So what these endocrine glands, but how they are different? Because they are ductless glands. What are they? Ductless glands. They don't have any cavities, they don't have any pouches, they don't have anything to keep it as a separate, but they what they do? They straight away release the hormone in the blood. Hence they are called as ductless glands. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Development of sex organs. Read.
Development of sex organs. Boys. The testes and penis develop completely. The testes also begin to produce sperms. Girls. The ovaries enlarge and eggs begins to mature. Also, ovaries start releasing mature eggs.
Understood? This we have already learned. Yes?
Yes,
Now, the last one is
reaching
reaching mental.
mental, intellectual, and emotional maturity. During puberty, boys and girls' mental, intellectual, and emotional development takes place. They become more independent, self conscious, and their way of thinking changes.
You understood now? What
Yes,
happens? That during puberty, the way we think, the way we become emotional, all this development takes place and during this period. And what I felt is like you do not like your parents saying, don't do this, don't do that, do like this, do like that. Do you like it? Hello, do you like it? Be honest. You don't want anyone to say anything to you, isn't it? Hello,
yes, ma'am.
can you hear me? What I said is correct or wrong?
Yes, ma'am. Correct.
Correct. Even I never used to like it because I know myself. So I'm asking all of you because I know these things happen. So why you don't like? Because you think that you know everything, isn't it?
We think we are correct.
Yes. And then the problem starts. So don't feel that way. You are becoming self-conscious. What is mean self-conscious? Self. You're not thinking about others. You're only thinking about yourself. You're thinking about a body. You're thinking about the change which is happening in a body. You're thinking about the change which is happening in the environment, that is external environment. You're thinking about your parents. You're thinking about your friends. You're thinking about everybody around you, and you're overthinking. So your way of thinking changes. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Unnecessary thinking. So stop it and try to have a control over yourself. Is it clear?
Yes,
Don't think much. In short, don't think much. Let the nature takes its course. Let the nature allow the nature to work on your body, and that's it. Okay? And accept and agree to the change in your body. That's it. Is it clear?
yes, ma'am.
Yeah, that's it. Now we come to secondary sexual characters. What is the primary sexual character? But the primary sexual character is that you are a boy and your sister is a girl. This is the primary sexual character, isn't it? And secondary sexual character will start when you have, like it has already started. Puberty, adolescent, teenager. Have you understood now?
Yes,
Okay, fine. Start. Read better.
secondary sexual characters. Secondary sexual characters are the changes which takes place during puberty. In boys, hairs begin to grow on the face, and they develop beards and mustaches.
Mustaches.
Hair also grows in the chest, armpits, and public region. The
Pubic.
testes,
Better, it is pubic. Say
pubic,
pubic region. A pubic
pubic
region, which
region.
where is pubic region? Testes. Around the testes, you develop hair. Is it clear? That is called pubic region.
The testis
Understood?
starts to produce some
And the another thing,
sperms.
yeah, that's it. That's it. Now, boys, what happens? Hair starts growing on the face and under the chin. You get beard and mustaches also. Here you observe in the chest, armpits, and around the testes. And the best part is the testis now is able to produce sperms. In puberty, testes become functional. Understand? Let's see what happens in girls. Start with it.
In girls, the breast develops and hair grows in the armpits and pubic region. The ovary starts to produce eggs. These changes
Similarly,
are
that's it. Similarly, in girls, the breast develops. Here you observe in armpits and pubic region, and again, like testes, which produces sperms, ovary produces eggs. Any problem? Now, all these changes which is happening in a body when you are in adolescent period is controlled by whom? By what? Let's see.
These changes are controlled by chemical substances called hormones produced by endocrine glands.
So, what is making the change in your body, beta? Hormones. Who is producing these hormones? Endocrine glands. Okay? Let's see one by
Yes.
one the hormones. Read.
The male hormone which controls secondary sexual characters is called testosterone.
Testosterone. Yes.
It is produced in the testes.
So, the male hormone, which is actually making or developing your body or setting the secondary sexual characters in your body, is due to testosterone. So, testosterone is the male hormone which is initiating the secondary sexual characters in your body. Clear? Is it clear, better?
Yes, ma'am.
Where is it produced? Where is it produced? It is produced in testes. Hence the name testosterone. Okay.
The female
Next.
hormone which controls secondary sexual character is called estrogen. It is produced in the ovary.
Similarly, female hormone changes the body. What is this hormone named? It is named estrogen. Where is it
Estrogen.
produced?
Ovary.
Ovary. Okay.
It is
Now,
produced in the ovary. The production of these hormones is controlled by another gland called pit-
pituitary.
pituitary gland.
Right. Now we have seen testosterone and estrogen. This is hormone. But there's a master hormone or a master gland known as pituitary gland. What is pituitary gland? It's the sizes of pea, PEA. The sizes of pea is so small. It is near the brain. It is found near the brain. This is called master gland because it is controlling the production of these hormones, namely testosterone and estrogen. So, who is controlling these hormones? Pituitary gland, which is observed near the brain. Any problem?
No, ma'am.
This is the last one.
Reaching mental maturity. It is the time in one's life when the brain has the greatest capacity for learning.
So, what do we say? Don't waste your time. This is the time where you are today. This 1 or 2 years of duration is the maximum activity period. Your brain is too alert, too attentive, very functional. You can do wonders. You have got so much of capacity, but you don't realize it. Understood?
Yes.
So, it's got a greatest capacity. Means you can learn as much as you want, as much as you wish. You can learn during this puberty period. Next is intellectual maturity.
Intellectual maturity. The change in a person's way of thinking. The person feels more independent than before and also becomes self conscious.
Okay. The way you think has automatically changed. Till 11 years old, you were thinking in a very different manner. Rather, you were very careless. And now, the way you think completely changed. So your personality changes. You feel more independent. Now you think you can take your own decision. Isn't it? And you are conscious about the way you think and the conscious about the way your body is behaving. Both ways. What did I say? Conscious about the way you are thinking and conscious about the body, the way it behaves. You understand?
Yes.
Hello? Yes. So if at all you have any problem, please approach your parents. I appeal to all of you. If you feel confused, if you're not able to cope up with your this period and you're not
Ma'am.
feeling happy about it, so do consult your parents. They're the best people around.
No, ma'am.
Hello? Yes, they're the best people around. Always consult your parents or your teachers. Even you can consult me as well. Okay? But parents are the best people. Now we come to emotional maturity. Start.
Emotional maturity. A person may feel insecure while trying to adjust to the changes in the body and mind.
That's it. So what, where are the changes observed in your body? It's only in your body? No. It is in mind also. There's a change in the mind, the way of thinking. There's a change in body, which nature is doing, isn't it? So you feel insecure. You feel terrible at times. You don't want the change. You're not happy about the change. Sometimes it so happens. Don't do that. Accept the change. What did I say, beta? Accept the change, and you will never be sorry. And you will be very strong. And whatever you wish, you will achieve. You understand, beta? So the
Yes, ma'am.
very important thing that we have to do is whatever is happening in our body, whatever is happening outside our body, accept it. Because you can't do anything about it. Your body, if at all you complain, do you think your body will not change? Tell me. Do you think your body will not change, beta? It will change, whether you like it or not. It will change. You cannot stop it. Can you stop it, beta? Hmm? Can you stop it?
No.
That's it. So accept it. Why not be happy about it, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am. Lecture is over.
Over? Okay. Fine. Thank you. So I think you have understood it nicely. I should say that you have understood it nicely. Not okay, okay, but and if at all you think you have got any problems, please go through the what you got as uploaded video and let me know on Monday or Tuesday whenever we meet next. Fine? Hello?
Yes,
Fine?
ma'am.
Fine. Okay, so have a good day and
Good day,
enjoy.
ma'am.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.